friends. How's everyone doing today? Karen Joseph here. Hello, Auburn Zebra. Welcome. Joanne, how are you doing? Olaf, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. And the Fit Baker Mom. Chantel, how are you? How's everything going? I am here in Las Vegas this week. Junie Joseph, hello. I am here with my wonderful virtual assistant. So I thought we would talk about blogging because it's obviously not something that I do real well. And I thought, you know what? There's probably other people out there too who just are not getting, hi Sonia, a lot of traction on their blog. So let me take you over to the blog on the Seven website. Here I'm clicking on blog. Thanks for inviting your followers, Olaf. It is always great to see you. So here is a blog that I wrote 6 tips for building a referral network. I thought it was a good blog. Oh, you recently purchased a domain? Nice. You're looking for a designer? Well, I'm sitting next to a designer right here. That would be Laura Reich, virtual assistant. She designs plenty of things. They do graphics. They do lots of stuff. So definitely we will give you her information, Chantel. So anyhow, I wrote this blog, all right? I forced myself to write these blogs. Here's another one I wrote, 7 ways to maximize your 7 membership. And look, lo and behold, I don't think anyone reads them. Did you guys ever go through that with blogs that you've written? Just get the feeling that nobody is reading them. Hey Laura, nobody is interacting on them. No one is taking any action from it. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? If it does, give me a thumbs up. Any blog writers? You're about to start blogging. Nice. Joanne said, oh yeah. Oh yes. Right, what's the purpose? Nobody reads it. Well, there are purposes to having that blog, right? So I'm going to flip this around so you guys can see Miss Laura. 120 characters. Well, let's chat with Miss Laura about this. Let's find out how we can get people to take action from our blogs, or how we can even get people to look at our blogs. I would be happy with that, right? I'd be happy with just maybe a small number at my blog. So here we are. Here you go. Let me just prop this up. We are getting ready to go to a Periscope meetup in a little bit. And I was like, Laura, we got to do this because I need your help. And there's lots of other people out there in the world as well. So this is my dear friend. Yes, here we are. This is my dear friend, Laura Reich. She's my virtual assistant. So we met here in Las Vegas because I came from Arizona. She came from Minnesota.
Hi.
Yes, hello to Miss Laura. She's real. She is real. She is more than real. So we're having a great time here this week, going to 7 networking meetings and getting a lot of work done. And we organized a Periscope meetup for later today in about an hour and a half. So you guys can definitely tune on back in. We'll be scoping from there. If you know anyone in Las Vegas, please do invite them. We're excited to connect with some new people. So, Laura, how do we get people to take action on our blog? How do we get people to even find our blog, to look at our blog? I need help.
Yeah, kind of a 2-part question for getting people to take action on the blog. The biggest thing that people leave on the table that they do not do is they do not create a call to action image and post it on the bottom or somewhere in the middle of their blog. What I mean by that is just create a little graphic, put it in there, and have somewhere on it that says click here to learn more, click here to download, or whatever action you want them to take. And then you can actually connect that image to the URL you want them to go to, even if it's somewhere on your website, somewhere on a landing page, something like that. But then that way when they actually click on that image, they will go to where you want them to be.
Now, how do I get people to actually look at just to get them to read the blog, to look at the blog? Like Olaf said, no one's looking at it. What's the purpose?
If you are newer at blogging and you don't have the following yet on your blog website, the easiest way to be able to start being found for what you're writing is to send it to bookmarking sites. And one of those bookmarking sites that I like personally is StumbleUpon. All you have to do is go in there, put your link to the blog post you want to share. Hey, hey.
And Candace.
And yes, stumble upon. And when you put that in there, other people will see it. I do want to say probably 2/3 of my blog traffic comes from stumble upon. If I post a blog in there, I will get 3 to 4 to even sometimes 500 more people in that day when I post that link on stumble upon, versus if I did not post it there. And there are other websites like Dig or Delicious that you can use. Some of the traffic is other bloggers. Some of it is tagged. I write a lot of marketing and social media blogs, so I can put the tags when I'm submitting them to those bookmarking sites. So people can choose the category they want to be found in. So yeah, and the difference between a blog and a vlog, I saw that question come on here, is just this. I have a lot of people that do Periscope videos, and then they save them, and what they do is they have someone transcribe them, or they write a paragraph introducing the video, and they put that on their blog. That is considered a vlog. It's a video blog. I suggest doing a mix between them, because the keywords that you will use throughout the text of your blog is how you will get found.
Interesting. Length?
The length of a blog is dependent on what you have to say. Don't try to make it longer than it actually really is. You want it to be valuable for information. But the sweet spot is between 500 to 1,200 words depending on what you're going to say. For a video, again, it really just depends on what you're saying. If you're entertaining, you probably have about 30 seconds to a minute to capture their attention. And if you don't, then they're not going to continue with your video, no matter what the topic is about. So make sure in that first 30 seconds to a minute, you entice them to keep watching. So if it's 20 minutes long or if it's 5 minutes long, they know that they need to keep watching through the end.
Now, if someone were to hire your company, Envision Advertising, to write blogs for them, how do you make it so that it sounds like it's coming from them? It's their words. How do you do that?
So we start off with an onboarding process that we ask them a series of questions, and those questions contain anywhere from 10 to 15 different questions. And we will ask them what type of conversation they like to have, whether it's formal, business, casual. There's just a bunch of list of questions that we'll go through. And we'll have them ask or answer those questions. We'll then go into it and we'll draft a blog, just one, off of any topic. And we'll ask them to give us their feedback. And we'll continue to edit that first blog until they feel that it's in the tone of voice or the presentation that they want on their actual blog posts. Typically, we don't have to do too many edits to them because of those onboarding questions that we ask in the beginning. And when we work through with them, what we do is we offer 2 to 4 blogs a month, depending on what they want for their website. And so we will pitch to them the keywords that they need to use, the titles to use those keywords, the description about the blog that we're pitching to them that they should have on the website. And then we'll go from there and post links of if we've found other places that have written a blog topic similar to this, kind of the idea that we're thinking and why we're suggesting that type of title or content, and work through it from there.
Great. Now, why is it important to have a blog on your website?
Content.
Yeah. And that goes towards like SEO and all that other kind of stuff?
SEO and everything. So the reason a lot of people feel like they need a blog is to keep their website updated with fresh content. That is a really good answer to that question, but it's only the surface of it. A lot of people don't realize that you can put 3 to 5, if you want, keywords throughout that blog post for you to be found. You use those in the title, you use those in the meta description, on the images you use, but if you start continually using those keywords throughout the entire 500 to 1,200 words, Google will start to pick that up and you will start to get more traffic. Original content versus sharing other content. You don't ever want to put somebody else's content on your website.
Why? Why? I thought that was good because then they get their people to come and look at. No?
No,
It's not?
if you do, you want to rewrite it. It needs
Why,
to be
though?
your original content. Yeah. So
I'm shocked.
The biggest thing is if you get permission from them, you can. I wouldn't use a paragraph, more than a paragraph or two of their original blog post. If you use more than that, Google is going to look at it as you spamming and plagiarizing the content that they have.
No, not taking their blog and sharing it, but like say you ask someone, do you want to write a blog for the 7 website?
That's guest blogging. That's different
Oh,
than...
that's okay.
Yes, that's
okay.
different
that's
than
what I was...
sharing other people's content on your blog. There are individuals who will go out there, and if it's a review of a product, they will take it and put it on their blog. Google will actually pick up over 100 words or more as plagiarism if it is exactly word for word. So you want to be very careful about that. Now, if you want to have other people's content on there, that's considered guest blogging or ghost writing, and you can do that, and that's totally fine. You just want to be very strict with the type of language you want them to use. So if you want it to be formal, you need to let them know that I want it formal, I want it conversational. You know, check out, you want to give them a couple blogs that you've maybe posted in the past so they can see the style that you have going on your website, because you want it to be more consistent with your brand than theirs. Pictures versus text proportion. This is a visual community. It always will be. So the more visual you get on your blogs, the better it will be for you. I don't say a specific requirement. It really, again, depends on the content that you're sharing. You don't want to just put images up there to have them forcibly be in the blog. But if, like in my case, if I'm walking someone through how to post on Pinterest, I'm going to want to do a couple sentences or two and then an image of what I'm actually talking about, because then visually and not only reading it, but visually they can see what's going on. If you're doing a blog and it's less than 500 words, probably 1 to 2 images will be fine, but you want to make sure that, again, consistent, you do it consistently with what the blog content actually is about.
Pinterest is Laura's favorite a lot. So
yeah.
If you want to know about Pinterest, definitely speak to Laura.
No.
She's loving Pinterest. She is all over Pinterest these days.
Junie Joseph asked if it always needs to be informational, and no, it does not. You can be very conversational. You can have a lot of fun with your blogs, but when you're doing so, you want to have a strategy behind it, so you make sure you still hit those keywords in the conversation you're going to have.
Great tips. Fabulous. Wonderful. All right, maybe one last question about blogging. Now, well, let me ask you a question while they're thinking. Great info. Yes. Add value too.
Yep.
Exactly. So should it be changed once a week?
I suggest 4 times a month, so yeah, once a week. There are people that do it 2 to 3 times a week. It really depends on your brand. How often. My sweet spot for the clients that I have worked with is once a week. That's typically what I suggest. That's typically what works in their budget. Things like that. But I do not post at the same time. Unless it is a specific thing that people know they're expecting. So if I'm doing a challenge and they have signed up for this challenge and they know there's going to be a blog to walk them through how to do something once a week, I'm going to want to keep that consistent so that they know when they can go and check for it. But my other blogs, I kind of figure out the sweet spot based on when my viewers are on my website and go with that.
Right. All right, Olaf, you get that last question. You are the question man today. I love it.
Post and what day. It really depends on your traffic to your site. We, in the beginning, work with a client to post at different times to figure out which blog does better and why. And then we'll start figuring out kind of that sweet spot of when your web viewers are going to your website to make sure we post it consistently around that time and that day so that you get found and they read it more consistently than not. So
Great.
yeah.
Wonderful. Yay. Thank you, Miss Laura.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, Olaf, you did ask wonderful questions. You got a lot of great info from Miss Laura. And if you are looking to, someone to write your blogs, Envision Advertising does that. They do that for many clients. Oh, yes, and Laura also has a Facebook group called freesocialhelp.com. Always lots of great tips in there. So make sure to take a screenshot of that and check it out as well.
Olaf, if you join that group, you can ask any more questions that you have in regards to things, and I would be more than happy to help answer them.
Yep. And what do you want Laura to email you about?
It's freesocialhelp.com. I'll type it in again. Maybe. How do I get it? There, did it go?
Yep, freesocialhelp.com.
Yep. Yeah, it's a free community group where we ask all things blogging, Pinterest, social media, anything you guys have. There's a couple hundred people in there. I post new tips and tricks daily on there for people as well. So, yeah.
Good. Well, fabulous. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, friends, you'll be seeing the Laura and Karen team all week long here in Vegas. So do stop in again. Watch our scopes. And
thank you.
Junie, Joanne, it's great to see all of you. And we will see you all later. All right? Tune in later when we do our Periscope meetup. You'll meet some new people here in Vegas. Won't that be fun? Maybe get some new followers. All right, friends. Oh, no, we're not doing any gambling, Olaf. No gambling. Just working and
maybe a glass of wine.
Maybe a glass of wine. We're thinking of having a nice vegan dinner tonight, so we were looking up some great vegan restaurants and no strip clubs. No. We might drive on the strip, but we will not be going to any strip clubs. So, all right, friends. All right, take care. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. Make it a great one.